Hello everyone, welcome back, long time no see. It's Ben Small here, Analytical Instrumentation Engineer with Burp Process Equipment. I'm here to present the Q&A series on pH electrodes, so let's jump into some troubleshooting. So the possible cause is that you've either input the wrong sensor into the 9900 menu or you have the wrong sensor wired up. So the proper way to deal with this is to input the correct sensor type into the 9900 or make sure you have the right sensor wired up. So the possible cause is that the 9900 is not talking to the sensor, there's a missing sensor, or the sensor hasn't been properly wired. So as you can see here, we currently have the check sensor error message, and that's because the pH electrode isn't properly tightened up to the 2751 submersible electrode. So if we tighten this up, it should correct the problem. So as you can see, the error message is no longer there. So the possible cause is that you have a chip in the glass on the electrode itself, causing low impedance. The way to fix this is to properly inspect the probe to see if there's any chipped glass, and if need be, you can replace the probe, and then once you wait 30 seconds, you can perform an impedance test, and this will clear the alarm. What you want to do is you'll want to soak the probe in a mild acid bath in order to get the proper values. If you're still not getting the proper values, you want to replace the electrode entirely. If you install them at these angles, you're going to get improper pH readings and you're going to get air bubbles. So what you want to do is install them at an angle to get the best measurements and no air entrapment. So the potential reason is that insufficient time was allowed for the values to stabilize. So in order to get more accurate measurements, you want to swirl the electrode in the solution for at least 30 seconds. So now I'm going to show everyone how you perform an EasyCal. So if we press and hold enter for 3 seconds, it brings us to the menu screen. We can press enter for calibration. So then we want to go down to EasyCal. Enter the passcode, up, 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 down. So then what you want to do is hold this in solution, and then what you can do is press enter. And then you would want to do the same thing in buffer 2. You'll want to input the correct passcode, which is up, 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 down. So if we were to enter this incorrectly, if we did up, up, down, down, then you get an error message saying error, wrong code. So what we want to do to correct this is up, 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 down, and then we're good to go. So the sensor can only recognize values from 4 milliamps to 20 milliamps, so anything outside of that range is going to cause an error message. So if we start at our basic screen here and press enter for 3 seconds, it brings us to the menu options. We can go to loop to set up our 4 to 20. If we go up, so we have 20 milliamps, which is a suitable value. We have 4, which is a suitable value, but then if you go to 22, since that's out of the 4 to 20 milliamp range, that's what's giving us our error here. So they don't really have an expiration date, but they do have an install date, and probes that are in storage for long periods of time require to be wetted with a saline solution. Over extended periods of time, this solution will evaporate, so you want to make sure you properly check the probe, and if need be, replenish with the saline solution. And that concludes our Q&A troubleshooting series video. We hope you found that informative. Be sure to like and subscribe. Please tune in next time for our next Q&A series video.